This is part one of looking at the options that you can set for an account on the Account Edit screen. Let's go in and edit an account now. Firstly, in Back Office, ensure you click on the Maintenance menu and then select Account List. What we need to do is find the account we wish to edit. I know the account that I'm after is in New Members, and I wish to edit the account Ron Fuller. Double clicking will bring up the Account Edit screen. Alternatively, I could have used the Account Search screen. In here, I can either type in a last name, first name, account number, or card number. I know I'm looking for someone called Fuller. You'll notice that I can search both the first name and the last name at the same time. In this case, I'll just search for Fuller. You'll see that the system has brought up all the Fullers within the system, and the bolded ones are an exact match, whereas anything that's not an exact match will then be followed below them. In this case, I wish to edit Ron Fuller. I can either highlight Ron Fuller and then click the Account Edit screen, which will take me directly to editing that account. Or, if I double click on it, it'll take me to the place in the account list where he resides and highlight that account. You'll see here it has taken me to the New Members group and highlighted Ron Fuller. I can then double click on it to go into the Account Edit screen. Looking at the top of this screen, you'll see that we have two numbers, account number and card number. The account number is used as a manual key entry into the till. The card number is used on magnetic cards or on proximity sensors that the member may have. Then we have title, first name, last name, and you'll see that the last name has an asterisk. This means that this is the minimum that you need to enter for the name. Following on, we have the account group, and this is where we can move this account into a different group. If I click on this, you'll see the groups appear. I can then select whichever group I wish to move this account into. Next, we have status. The status has a few options. Looking at them, we see OK, on hold, pending, suspended, inactive and deceased. Typically, most of the accounts will be OK. This means that it is a fully active account and it's OK to be used. If an account is set to anything other than OK, it will not be accessible at the till. The first three options, on hold, pending and suspended, all work in a very similar way. They will appear in the list in the back office. However, once again, you cannot access them at the till. The last two options, inactive and deceased, also work in a similar way to each other. Once again, you cannot access it at the till, and it will not appear in the lists in the back office. The only way to show these accounts is then turn on the inactive flag. Let's have a look at this in detail. I'll set this account to on hold. You'll see immediately that the outside of the screen is turned red. This is to warn any operator that this account is not a fully active account. If I click the OK button, you'll see that the account is still listed in the account list. However, it has a background of red. If I click onto another account, you'll see that the account, instead of being in black, is now in red, and the status is set to on hold. This is the exact same as if I had the account set to pending. Once again, it is red but still in the list. Suspended also works the same way. The reason there are three is just simply for your own benefit and reference as to why this account is not accessible. If we make it inactive, once we click the OK button, you'll see that it has been removed from the list. I cannot accidentally edit it or do anything with this account unless I turn on the Show Inactive flag. Once I turn this on, then all the inactive groups and accounts will be shown. You'll see here that the Ron Fuller account is now shown. Setting an account to deceased is the same as inactive. Once again, it is just for your reference, so we know the reason why the account would be inactive. Below the status is the created date and time. This is just for reference of when the account was created in the system. Below this, you see a series of 4 tabs. These tabs are broken up as Main Setups, Details and Address, Other Info, and Membership. We'll be looking at Details and Address. Other videos of this series cover the Main Setup tabs, the Other Info tab, and the Membership tab. Looking at the Details and Address screen, you'll see we have a Name 2 and a Name 3. The Name 2 will be printed along with the main name on any statements. The Name 3 is purely for reference. These are useful when they're corporate accounts. Below this we see the home phone, mobile, work phone and fax. If you are using the messaging system within Bepoz, the mobile number will be used for the SMSs. Below here we see email 1 and 2 and a Facebook ID. Once again, if you're using messaging, the email 1 and 2 will be used for sending out emails. Below this we see both a street address and a postal address. Looking further up, we have a gender, and as you see, we can have the gender set for male, female, or not set if someone determines that they don't want to have it specified. Below this we see birth date. It is important that the birth date be set. It will be used not only if you use a prize promo for birthdays, but also in the age analysis report. Below this we have the comment field. This is where we can type in comments about this account. These comments can be viewed in the back office and at the till. Below that we have a statement comment which will be printed on this account's statement. When statements are being printed, if an account has a statement comment, it will be printed on that statement. If it doesn't, the system will look at the group, and if the account group that the account belongs to has a statement comment, it will then use it. This makes it very easy to have the same statement comment for all the members in the same group. Below this we see screen media. If you are using a custom display at the till, meaning a screen that's on the customer side, and it displays photos and videos, when this account is recalled at the till, it will show whatever file is listed in this screen media. This enables us to have a specific video or photo displayed whenever this account is used at the till. Below this we see linked file. Linked file is a concept that is in products, accounts and suppliers. It is simply a link to a file on your computer that has information about this account. To link a file to an account, you simply click on the linked file button, go to the place in your hard disk where the file exists and select it. You'll see now that I have a selection there. By simply clicking on that name, the system will open the file for me for reference. This is very useful when you have a lot of information that you wish to store about an account, and this also applies for products and suppliers. Finishing off the Details and Address screen, we see Export Code 1 and Export Code 2. These are not used within Bepoz per se, but normally used when interfacing with other systems. In the bottom right hand corner of the Details and Address window, you'll see the outline of a photo. This can hold the account photo. If I click on it, it will give me the option to either capture a new photo, select from a list, or cancel out. The Capture New Photo button will only appear if you have a webcam or other video capture equipment attached to your computer, and also you have it configured within the Bepoz system. The member photo and capturing new photos is covered in the membership video of this series. Across the bottom of the edit screen, you will see a series of buttons. These buttons may vary depending on which options you have installed in your system. The first option is View Audit History. This is very powerful and enables you to see all the changes that have been made to this account in a period that you specify. If I click on it, the first option it asks me is how many days to report. The default is 90. When I click OK, it shows me information from the audit report, but only the audits pertaining to this account. You will see all the changes that we've been doing today. The next button is View Vouchers. This is a quick way of finding all the vouchers that a particular account has. I can report based on the current month, and if there are any vouchers that have been given to this account, they will be reported in this report. We'll look at vouchers in another video in this series. The next option is View Sales. Once again, this is a very fast way of viewing sales reports specifically for an account. If I specify a period, you'll see all the transactions that have been to this account. If I double click on any of the transactions, it'll bring up a representation of the till transaction. I can cycle through each of these, and I can even reprint one of these at a till printer. The next option is Send Message. This would only appear if you have the messaging subsystem authorized on your system. It gives me a direct way of sending a message directly to this account. The message could be sent via SMS or email. The messaging system is covered in another video in this series.